Maine to me has always meant the ocean and lobster, and that's why I settled here in Boothbay Harbor. It's beautiful, it's charming, it's authentic. There's golf, there's tennis, of course swimming. You can go boat touring, whale watching, all those things that are available on the coast of Maine. Thank you for watching Dock and Dine, and we'll see you real soon.
Hi everyone, I'm Katie Surry. Here's a look at what's coming up on this week's episode of Dock and Dine.
Watching my whole family work together for our family business has been a really cool experience, and I've learned a lot.
I have learned, now at the age of 59, there are other things in life other than commercial fishing. Commercial fishing just happens to be the most important.
Honestly, in my eyes, it's one of the most important things in Maine. Last year we did over $1 billion in lobstering, so it's just very important to me to keep this tradition alive.
Maine Honda dealers are really close. All dealers in Maine get along really well, but the Honda dealers in particular, they go skiing together, they go boating together, they get together. We all want to sell a car, but at the same time we want to see the others do well.
Watching my whole family work together for our family business has been a really cool experience, and I've learned a lot throughout the years. And I just started a couple years ago. I did the ice cream truck, so Darling's Ice Cream for a Cause was super fun. We'd go around the state of Maine and do charitable donations in exchange for ice cream, so that was super exciting. And then I recently started in the corporate office as well.
Yeah, we've never forced any of the family in, but if they want to come in and work in the various businesses we've had, we'd love to have them, and it's good to see them come back. I know my sister Carrie's here as well. Her sons have also worked for us as well, and my son and Meredith now, so it's good to have everybody around. Growing up, we had a little 26-foot Javelin out of Bucks Harbor, a little sailboat, and we used to go out to Pond Island and clam and stuff like that off of Castine and Stonington and areas out that way. So we spent a lot of time, our weekends on the boat.
So my aunt Carrie Mayo will be our captain today. We're super excited. It's actually going to be my first time on her boat, and I'm really excited to see where she takes us. Yeah,
she keeps it right here in Bangor and on the waterfront, or in Hamden at the marina, and it's nice to be able to run up and down the river. Growing up, Bangor was pretty busy early on growing up downtown, and then it sort of dissipated, went away, and sort of moved out to the mall area. And over the last probably 10 years, a real resurgence of downtown has come, and it's great to be along here on the waterfront. The Brewers done a great job with their waterfront.
It's been great to watch both communities grow individually, because we can start downtown and then hop over to High Tide for a drink and a bite to eat, and then come back for the waterfront concerts, stuff like that. A lot of people like to stay down here at the Sea Dog or High Tide to enjoy the concerts if they didn't get a ticket, or even tie up with our friends and just have a great day on the lake and spend the 4th of July there.
You happened to be texting me while I was at Perry's Lobster Shack in Surry, and it's a little hidden gem off the beaten path, and it has a beautiful view of all the mountains of Acadia, and you'll see it a little later today.
Have you been there?
I have not. Today's my first time to Surry.
I am one of the family members of the Darlings. My maiden name is Darling, so my brother, my sister, my father, and a bunch of the kids all work in the family business. One thing my father always taught us was, hard work, and so I think that's one thing. And then also with taking care of the employees, as Jay indicated as well. I mean, we really do care. We actually go, we meet with you'll see Jay or I or any of us all in the dealerships all the time. So.
Absolutely love Maine summers. I think the perfect way to describe it is just the camp life, spending the time on the water with family, having a barbecue.
The family's grown up boating since we were little kids, and we've docked here now for 2 years on the Bangor side of the waterfront, and it's been wonderful.
I love my job because I work for a great company. I love the people of Bangor. They're hardworking, nose to the grind. They care about their community, and they're very patriotic. And being a Marine, that means a lot to me. Well, we were lucky enough to build this deck last year, so kind of an omen of what was coming up. And then we have some added seating from the city this year because of COVID, and that just has happened to boost our business even more. On a normal year, the restaurant sits 628 people. I love it here. The restaurant, during the concert series, This place is packed. There's usually about an hour to an hour and a half wait outside, and the staff that I have runs it flawlessly. You can dock here, and we've kind of had a joke since we started curbside. We do dockside because I would say half of our deliveries on the weekend are to the dock. The vibe here is a family atmosphere. It just happens to have a bar in it, and we like to have fun. We have live bands here, so we love to party, but also we're respectable. Our menu is incredible, whether it's gluten-free, vegetarians, vegans. Our chef does a great job, and also our executive chef from Sea Dog and Shipyard does a fantastic job finding out what customers want and taking the menu and making sure it fits to everybody. Our newest crave at Sea Dog is our Sea Dog Seltzer. It's been incredible. We've actually running out of it week to week, which is a good problem. 3 flavors for now and 3 on the horizon. We have Reed bringing in our food for the day. We have Bang Bang Shrimp, which is one of our customers' favorites. We have calamari, and then also we have tuna sashimi, our fan favorites by far.
People are so kind here. People are genuine, it's safe, and I really just enjoy knowing everyone, but still getting to meet new people, because a lot of people come here for the University of Maine and then end up finding jobs in Bangor and stuff like that. So I definitely plan to stay.
That makes me happy with my job with Live and Work in Maine to hear that, because we want success stories like you, like either going into the family business or seeing that there are career opportunities
and growth
in all over the state.
I think that's the biggest part about Bangor expanding is we have the waterfront concerts now. We just got a new huge Bangor Savings Bank building, and there's a lot more careers being built, and that's something that I definitely like to see, because before I wanted to go to Portland, but now that everything's expanding down here, I mean up here I kind of want to stay and figure it out for
And
a
you
little
can
bit.
be part of growing that community and bringing new things here.
I could.
Our next stop will be at Harry's Lobster Shack down in Surry on Newbury Neck, and it's a beautiful little spot. You're going to love it. Seth's done a great job. Young kid working his way up through, and it's a lot of fun. I think you're going to enjoy it.
The redesigned Honda CR-V EX is better than ever. It has more passenger and cargo volume than the Toyota RAV4, with more horsepower than the Subaru Forester. Visit your Honda dealer and test drive the CR-V EX today.
Hi everyone, welcome to Print Salon in Falmouth.
Best places to work in Maine was what you do is they survey your employees, and it's basically your employees rating you. And then Best Places does a big event where they bring us all together, and then they basically go through all the candidates and decide which ones are the top 10. And so we're very excited that we've been in the top 10 for the last 5 years in a row.
Good Shepherd Food Bank is the largest hunger relief organization in the state of Maine. So our network includes food pantries, meal sites, schools, healthcare organizations, and other community-based programs who are getting food out to people in need in their communities. So support from corporations, foundations, and individuals mean everything for us to be able to do our work. WEX has been a supporter of the food bank before, but to have them come out, especially again during this time where it is so necessary, was definitely welcome news for us.
This is Wave Walker Charters, and we have our own 6-passenger boat for charters.
We're near the end of Newbury Neck in Surry, so we're looking at Acadia National Park behind us, and we do tours of the bay, the western side especially of Acadia, but anywhere in Acadia that people like to go.
We've got a suite over the
end of the house,
and we have a guest cottage that we rent by the week.
Every morning the first thing I do is pinch myself, because we are so lucky to have it, and it's just a dream to be here. And I met my wife at work, and she's putting up with me for 35 years now, so we're lucky. We're just real blessed.
I always describe myself as a fisherman, and I know I've had published books and I do a number of other things. I'm half owner of Westmac Custom Boats, and I'm a charter boat captain, but my heart says I'm a fisherman. I grew up on and off the coast of Maine. Of course, boats and fishing are a way of life. I spent my early childhood trying to catch anything that swam or crawled along the shores surrounding my home. Long story short, I started commercial fishing in a big way when I was accepted in college and I needed money. Back in 1979, there was a lot of money in commercial fishing. So I stepped aboard a 70-foot wooden swordfish vessel out of Wars Island, Maine, and headed to the Grand Banks east of Newfoundland for the first of many 30-day blue water adventures. And I fell in love with my life at the age of 19. Fished my way through school. Now back then I said I was fishing for tuition. Surry became a big part of my life when I got married. I married for the first time at the age of 51, which is a little unusual. And my husband is a boat builder here in Surry, Westmac Custom Boats. I still have a beautiful home on Isle of Ho. My parents are out there now. So I mean, I miss being there, but I also really like Surry. It's a real small town community feel. Not as much commercial fishing as anywhere else I've ever been, but that's okay. I have learned, you know, now at the age of 59, there are other things in life other than commercial fishing. Commercial fishing just happens to be the most important. I think that commercial fishing and being out of the sight of land, in a way you could say it's a little bit lonely, but it's something that I have been doing for so many years that it's more of a freeing feeling than it is a loneliness. I'd be lying if I said I'd never been frightened at sea. And it's always because of extreme weather. I've been in situations where I've, you know, made my promises to my God. Of course, never followed through on them because it's always like, just let me get home from this one, I'll never go again. But I think we all do that in different ways. Yeah. When we leave the dock here, we're going to be going to Perry's Lobster Shack, which is also on Newbury Neck. Seth, the owner, is also, again, a very close friend of mine. I sell him my lobsters. We work together in many ways. We're also going to visit what I think is probably the only little gift shop on Newbury Neck, the Sea Shed, which is mine. It's Maine gifts, a lot of local artists, great woodworking, all kinds of cool stuff, good Maine products. You know, the first product that I bought to sell is sea bags. The owner of Sea Bags happens to be my sister, so that was kind of an easy in. She's just so good at what she does, and she's passionate. My advice to anyone who wants to do anything, and it's cliche, is follow your dreams. I know when I was very young, I was discouraged by my parents mostly after I graduated from college and started my career as commercial fishing. You know, commercial fishing is no place for an educated young person, and you're wasting your education. And whenever I'm speaking to an educational institution, one of my messages is you cannot waste your education. It's impossible. Your education becomes you.
Boothbay Harbor, everybody. Come on down.
This
we
is
cue
how
the
it
weather.
is all summer.
All summer long.
You don't have to go far to find a relaxing and rejuvenating getaway.
Wow. I bet a lot of your guests say wow.
Boothbay Harbor Country Club and their luxurious sister properties. The perfect spot for a staycation on the beautiful Maine coast.
It's about service. You know, your first impressions are everything. And you drive through the gatehouse, you're treated well. You drop off your bag, there's someone there to grab your bag for you and be able to enjoy your day.
There are 3 great ways to stay and play. Spend a few days in the stunning new golf villas overlooking the first hole. Choose from one of the beautiful Boothbay Harbor summer cottages with options in town, on the water, or golf side. Or head to the harbor for a stay at their oceanside resort. All 3 accommodation options provide exclusive membership benefits with the award-winning Boothbay Harbor Country Club.
Architectural Digest made us best club in America, best clubhouse for design and usefulness and friendliness. And then Down East Magazine has just recognized us for the 2nd year in a row as the best country club, best golf course in the state of Maine, which I agree with completely.
Wherever you choose to stay and play, there are also delicious dining options, access to the Wellness Center, and an opportunity to explore the harbor in a Hinckley yacht. All right here at the world-renowned Boothbay Harbor Oceanside Golf Resort.
I would love to be aboard a boat with Barbara Bush. And I am sorry I missed that opportunity.
Shania Twain.
Where did that come from?
Because I love Shania Twain.
That's a tough one.
Your grandmother.
Yeah, I guess that would be amazing, right? My
Yeah.
grandmother, yeah. Esther.
Hi, my name is Seth Cody. I'm the owner here at Perry's Lobster Shack. We're 1076 Newbury Neck Road. This was started in '98 from my grandparents, just as an actual fishing dock, and then he turned it into a takeout restaurant. And then we started doing waitress service, and now we're doing this. This was actually my first job, believe it or not, and here I am. Now I own it. And I also do a food trailer in Ellsworth as well. It's Perry's Mobile Shack. So we're pretty busy with all that. Jay Darling, I met him actually up at the concerts, and we got talking, and he's actually helped me out quite a bit with doing the gift cards and stuff like that. And of course, I mean, that's awesome publicity, and Darling's is a great place. I wouldn't buy a vehicle from anywhere else, that's for sure. So yeah, he's a good guy, and I really appreciate everything he's done. Linda, actually met her, probably 6 years ago. And once I bought it, she was welcoming me with open arms, and anything I needed help with, she was there. She's a very well-known captain, very famous as far as I'm concerned for being in Maine. Yeah, she's just a great friend and is always there to help me. And she also sells me her lobsters, so a lot of the time you're eating her lobsters, which is pretty cool. Honestly, in my eyes, it's one of the most important things in Maine. Last year we did over $1 billion in lobstering. Eeling, we did 25 million. It trickles down so much, like people don't realize the truck drivers, the bait dealers, the people that build the traps, the ropes, the people that build boats. Then you got places like me who buy the lobster, and then people can come right here and eat. So it's just very important to me to keep this tradition alive. I mean, I grew up doing this, and it's something that someday if I ever have kids, then I would want nothing more for them than to be able to experience what I have.
What do we have here, Chef?
I've got a lobster dinner, which comes with a Maine lobster, of course, a side of coleslaw, a roll, and some Maine corn. We've got the steamers, and that you can get in any amount of poundage-wise, but that's our typical appetizer size is a pound. And then beside is the rope grown mussels. So they're really good because there's no grit in them or anything like that. They're rope grown above, so they're super clean. I also have some Oh My God salsa, which is oh my god, and a piece of blueberry pie. You can come by vehicle and park across the street. You could come by boat, and I've got plenty of dock space down there for anybody. I also have moorings, so if anybody wanted to stay overnight, that's something they could do because I am BYOB, so some people get a little carried away and stay on the boat.
Do you love your job?
Love my job. Wouldn't trade it for anything.
Dock
Appreciate
and
it.
Dine. Dock and Dine.
Dock and Dine.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To Shania Twain. And
Oh
Linda,
my God.
And Linda Green Lobfish. That woman is impressive.
Hey there. I was going to share some thoughts on sea kayaking today, but I just took a really lovely hike up a trail called Long Mountain, which is near Norway. It's about an hour and 20-minute drive from Portland. It's a moderate hike. It's just under 4.5 miles round trip. You hike along a lovely little stream and pass some hidden falls and arrive at a ledgy summit with amazing views looking out toward the western part of the state. After your hike, stop in at Norway Brewing Company, and they are doing takeout food and beer in the garden. If you have questions about the Ladies Adventure Club or adventuring outside, look up ladiesadventureclubmaine.com. So jump on in, get outside, and happy adventuring.
Welcome to Pug Nuts. Here we are in Surry, Maine. We have a new takeout window that we just put in this year, and we're standing in front of that right now. What we do here at Pug Nuts is we sell a lot of great gelato, a lot of great ice cream. We have flavors that are lactose-free. We serve gluten-free cones here. We try to make everybody happy. One of the things that we've done a lot of here is to try to make some flavors that are a little unusual, like the lavender honey that we sell. We also have a lot of tree flavors, like the white pine flavor that we made up special for this year's Maine Bicentennial. We also have a birch bark, a maple walnut, and one of our most interesting ones is called oak with bourbon sauce.
So an interesting thing when you own an ice cream store, everyone has a suggestion for a flavor. Somebody will come in and they'll have their favorite ice cream, they'll like butter pecan, and then they'll say, but have you ever thought about making this? And we'll say, yeah, we've thought about it, but would only sell one cone of it. But sometimes they come up with really, really great ideas. As a matter of fact, last summer our biggest seller was sumac, which was an old-timey way to make lemonade in Maine. So it's kind of a lemony flavor with almonds, pomegranate molasses, and honey all mixed up in with it as well.
We really thought that Surry would be a great place for us to set up our ice cream shop, if for no other reason than we live in Surry. But after that, we were just sort of looking for a business that we could work at together. And initially, we were looking at that church over there. And because it was for sale at the time, we thought, what could we put in here? And of course, you know, being a jokester, I said, oh, we could put in an ice cream shop and call it Holy Cow. But ultimately, we didn't buy the church. And so we didn't go with that. But the idea for the business stuck, and we've gone full speed ahead with ice cream and gelato.
We wanted to do a business that was kind of a happy business. I spent my whole career in the software business. Carl spent his whole career as a professional gardener and landscape architect, and so we wanted to do something that would take advantage of his creativity, my business background, and put something together, but it'd be kind of low-key, creative, and fun. There's one thing about if you get married, the best way to get to know somebody is to start a small business with them, right?
And we're best buds now.
Yeah, we're best buds now.
And you're having fun.
Yeah, we're having lots of fun, yep. Surry's been awesome. We have lots of regulars in Surry, huge summer crowd that comes up. A lot of folks from Philadelphia live on Toddy Pond and on Newbury Neck. So we have regulars from the summer. In the wintertime, we're open all winter long, and we have a very regular business because we're from Maine. People in Maine love ice cream in the winter as well.
We have our gelato flavors here and our ice cream flavors here. And for those of you who don't know anything about gelato, one of the nice things to know is that gelato is much lower in fat, butter fat, than our ice cream is.
To
Pug Nuts! Yay!
Maine summer!
Yes.
Thank you.
I think I'd like to treat Malcolm X to a really nice ice cream. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Thanks so much for watching this week's episode. To check out all of our other content, visit mainlifemedia.com or check us out on Instagram at Dock and Dine Maine. Happy exploring. We'll see you next week. Might need the cracker for this guy.
Grandparents? Yeah, well, my grandmother still, she
Oh my God.
worked at the Ellsworth Elementary
Oh God.
School. So she would do that.
Okay, I've never met a lobster I couldn't crack.
Come on, Jay. It's slippery.
Slippery little sucker. Oh, there we go. Okay. Whew, we got it.